If this is truly a goal of yours, the most important thing is to just start. It's now been over a full year of me posting consistently on YouTube. Last year, I had a goal of posting 1 video a week, and I crushed that goal. I'm very proud of that. I did 2 a week for a handful of months, and then I think I only skipped like 2 or 3 weeks total. In 2023, I had actually tried posting consistently on YouTube, and I failed that by, I want to say February or March, like very early into the year, I failed. And so going into last year, I was very nervous that I would fail it again. But I stuck with it. It was like my main goal for the year is to just stick with that. And I wanted to kind of share some of the things I've learned in a year plus of posting consistently. So obviously my biggest goal for posting every week was to get monetized. I am so close to it, but that wouldn't have been done without a whole year's worth of work. Now, I do know some people who get a viral video and they shoot up in hours overnight. That has not been the case for me. I haven't really had anything go viral. I feel like week to week, month to month, my stats are pretty consistently growing, but not like crazy growth. And I'm okay with that. I also like kind of appreciate the slow growth because it gives me time to really first see what people like and keep evaluating what I like to make and what content I like to talk about. So anyways, let's move into some of the things I have learned. So the first thing I learned is that you will get more comfortable over time. It can be very awkward and weird to set up a camera or your phone and start talking to it. I'm not gonna lie, if my husband is home, I still have trouble talking to a camera, even if he's sleeping. So I'm not there yet where I'm like super comfortable with other people being, I'm definitely better than I was a year ago with him being around, but still it like makes me feel like, am I saying the wrong thing? Or it makes me feel awkward that my husband would know how many takes some things take for me to say, because like it's hard for me to get out words sometimes. I have to remind myself, first of all, he's not paying attention to me and he wouldn't judge me. Out of everyone in the world, he's not gonna judge me. So I have to remember that. But apart from that, just talking to a camera in general is a little weird at first, and I want to assure you that things will get easier and you'll feel more like yourself when you're talking and not just like a robot, I guess. So give yourself some grace. Everyone starts at the beginning and we all can understand being uncomfortable, and it's just something that you will get through with time. Now, let me just be clear. Filming in public is not something I see myself being able to ever do. The next thing I learned is so much about editing. It can feel like you need to know everything at the very beginning. Like I said earlier, everyone starts at 0. I think there's a difference between a beginner editor and then just like not editing at all. So definitely do some light editing, but don't stress yourself out if you're not good at it or if it overwhelms you. You will get better at it. I promise that. The more you do it and the more you learn and the more videos you watch and the more things you say, hey, I wish I knew how to do that, and then you go figure out how to do that, like that is so fulfilling to me. Maybe it's not for you, but I love that part of just going out and seeking how to do new things. It's okay to try new things. It's okay to not have like a certain aesthetic or style from the very beginning. You'll figure that out. Let's be real. You aren't gonna start off with millions of followers. It's okay to change things up and keep learning your rhythm, I guess. I think at this point I have a pretty set editing style. I do like to try new things every once in a while, but I don't like having super gimmicky editing or like flashy editing, I guess. So I feel like I've honed in my editing style. But speaking of that, if you are a content creator or a small business owner and you need help with video editing, send me an email. I'm happy to talk rates with you. I can edit vertical videos for social media or long YouTube videos. I can do it all. I use Premiere Pro and I am happy to help other people with editing. It's literally one of my favorite things to do. When I feel sick or when I feel like I have no energy, editing's the one thing I can do that just helps me stay engaged or fulfilled. I don't know. I love editing. I don't know what it is about it, but it's one of my favorite things to do. That is something I learned last year that I actually enjoy it, and I found something I like doing. And I think that's a big part of why I stuck with YouTube. I totally get it, the frustration if you want to make videos but you hate editing. So I'm definitely here to help if you want it and need that, but also know that like your editing doesn't have to be super flashy and over the top. The most important thing is that you just get started. You're gonna learn things along the way. You're gonna learn what you like, you're gonna learn what you don't like, and it's gonna be okay. The next thing I learned is that you don't need high tech. Some of my most popular videos were filmed on my phone. Now, I will say it's kind of annoying to have everything on your phone because then you have to like transfer it, but if you don't know the hack on how to transfer very easily from your phone to your computer, if you have a Mac, just plug it in and use the image capture app and drag all the files over. It's easy peasy. It's so much easier than airdropping. If you have Apple to Apple, do that. So I started with my phone. I think it was probably April-ish of last year that I got my camera that I'm using now, and now I've almost been using this for a year. I still use my phone every once in a while. If I know I'm gonna do like a time lapse of me designing or something, that is on my phone. It's a small file size and there's just no point taking up gigabytes of space on my camera and computer just to speed up a clip and remove the audio. If you are looking for a camera, I highly recommend the Sony ZV-1 or the ZV-2. I don't have that one. If you're looking for a camera to get started with that's affordable, I would recommend these cameras. I have a full video of comparing my iPhone to the ZV-1 and you can watch that if you want. But I'm just gonna tell you now, I love this camera and I'm so happy I got it. I like that it's lightweight and easy to carry around and easy to travel with. But all that to say, like, my videos weren't hindered because I was using my phone at the beginning. Like, they were doing fine, and a lot of them, like I said, are still some of my most popular videos and they were filmed on my phone. The most important thing, I guess, if you're using a phone is to have a tripod so it's steady and you're not holding it the whole time shaking, you know? And I think most people have that. So other than that, you should be okay. Don't worry about having the best of the best at the beginning. Just worry about getting started and creating this routine of making videos, because you might find out you don't even like it. So don't spend money on all this stuff just to not like making YouTube videos. Get started with what you have. And if you do have a camera, cool, but like it's not necessary to start with. Now, this isn't really something I learned, but this is just like another pro to YouTube in my opinion. They have a great copyright system. In the last week, have had like 5 videos of mine get stolen, but there's some sort of algorithm or something where it's detecting that 100% of my video I've posted on YouTube has been shared on someone else's channel. That process is so easy. All you have to do is write in your details and sign it and say, yes, I confirm this is my content, and their video gets taken down. And it's so quick. I mean, so far, all the videos I've taken down were from random people with like hardly any subscribers, but just stealing my content is annoying in the first place, and you deserve a copyright strike for that. Like, do not steal my content. Like, that's weird. But I think the reason it's so effective is because YouTube's flagging it for me. I'm not going out and finding this content. They're flagging it, showing it to me like, hey, I think this person stole your content. Then the takedown process is very quick because they've already flagged it. I do highly recommend YouTube. I have a whole video talking about why you should move from Instagram to YouTube. Still to this day, I still believe that, and I still find it to be the best platform. Highly recommend getting on YouTube. It's never too late. If you have any questions about YouTube, let me know. If you need a video editor or anything like that, hit me up. I'm happy to help. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I will see you next time. Bye. I hope this is the last week that I have all of this in the background. We've been painting the nursery, and so my husband's stuff and ladder all got shoved into my office, and it's been a little bit cramped, but you know, life will go on, right?